Hey y'all, it's Chris, and no Dante this week, but we will give you an update on what Dante did with the Woobles. He might come down to give you his comments on how the experience has been so far. But this video is going to go over two projects that I worked on this week, an alteration that I made to the hoodie that I showed off in the last video, and a work in progress that I've had for a couple of months now that I would love to hear your comments on how I could probably finish this because I've gotten stuck, I've been a little discouraged, and I'm trying to figure out what to do next. So, if this type of content is interesting to you, if you like to hear about different crochet project updates and see what I'm working on, what yarn I'm using, and how I feel about the yarn that I'm using, stick around and please consider liking and subscribing and sharing the video. Dante has been really excited for all of the new subscribers, all of the comments, all of the likes. He's been extremely excited about it. So thank you all for sticking with us and watching our videos. So getting right in to the hoodie that I showed off in the video last week. I made this hoodie with moss or linen stitch. Really just made two panels, front and back, did some decreasing around the neck, and then I joined as I went with the sleeve, just doing more of the linen or moss stitch. If you remember in the last video, Dante had commented that he liked the loose ends when I was mentioning that I needed to weave them all in. So these are going to stick around for a bit for now. I might, I don't know. I might weave some of these in just so that it's not so many loose ends. But Dante commented and said, when I asked him what he liked about it, he said that it gives off an emo look and he thinks it looks cool and he really loves the colors. So, yeah, I guess we're going to keep it. What I did, the neck was a little too tight. So I don't necessarily love how this looks now that I had to make some changes to it. But what I did is there were two rows. There was a row, actually three rows. There were two rows of black and then run one row of the color that I went in, cut it in the middle, unraveled a bit of it. I did tie some knots on both sides, and then I wove in on this side. I wove in those loose ends, so it's not sticking out still. This loosened up the neckline quite a bit, so it wasn't too hard to get over his head. So there is the update on the hoodie. This was made with Big Twist Rave in the color Lava Lamp, and then Big Twist Value in the color Black. So the projects that I was working on this week, I had quite a few of these Caron Cotton Cakes that I'd gotten some of them from a surprise box from Mary Maxim. And it says Caron Cotton Cakes, and I was actually a little surprised to see that this is actually 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So cotton usually is really difficult on my hands. It doesn't have a lot of give to it, and so when I'm working with it for a long time, my hands get really achy. I did not experience that with this, so I was really surprised by this. So this was in the color Frozen Yogurt. I had two cakes of these, and the first project that I made is a sweater for my dog Rogue. So I have two dogs. Rogue is our little dog. She's a Chihuahua Husky mix. And then we have a bigger black lab that is right here, that is Storm. So Storm and Rogue, if you know the reference, you know. I'll put a picture in, or I'll have Dante put a picture in so that you can maybe see a little bit better what the sweater looks like. But that was the first project that I worked on this week. So the other project that I was working on, because I still had so much of that yarn left, I just made a tank top. And so this is kind of a small, an adult small. And I just did, it's not the granny stitch, well, it's like a 2 double crochet kind of granny stitch. And I did do linen stitch along the edge here and along the sleeve here. Figured summer's coming, it's cotton yarn. This would make a really cool kind of just tank top. Not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. I don't have anyone in mind to give it to, and it's not something that I would necessarily wear. It's too small for me. So the project that I need some advice on is this cardigan. I started making this months ago for my husband, and his favorite color is orange. So I had to have this rust color, and I have this gray color that I was just gonna make a cardigan with. The problem that I ran into, so this is about like an extra large or 2X size. It's just a double crochet stitch. So if you can see here, it's just double crochet stitched back and forth. I started adding on the sleeve. I don't know if I like how that's coming on. I might go back and redo that. But the problem that I have, and you might not be able to see it on camera very easily, is that one side is longer than the other side. So by 5 stitches, which when I measure that, it's an inch. So if you can see, this is where it ends on one side, this is where it ends on the other side. There's a 5 stitch difference here. So when I noticed that, I got really discouraged, and this got put away in the basement for months. I've dug it out because I'm realizing it's not that noticeable of a difference on me. And when I had my husband try it on, it's not that noticeable on him either. So, question for y'all. If you have some thoughts on how I could finish this inside edge here, I initially had planned to put a hood on it. I love putting hoods on things. I initially planned to put a hood on it, so I think I'll still do that. But I don't know what to do with this edging here that makes it continue to look symmetrical. It doesn't have to necessarily be symmetrical. If there are some really cool asymmetrical looks that you all are aware of that you can help guide me to, I would love to see those ideas as well. But yeah, let me know. That is in the works, and I'm determined to finish it, but I just don't know how I'm going to finish it yet. I did already put ribbing at the bottom, so there's that. So those are all of the projects that I've either completed or have in progress right now. And now we're going to give you an update on Dante's Woobles. I'm going to go grab him quickly so that we can just tell you a little bit more about that experience. So Dante is here, and we're going to give you an update on his Wooble process. So here is this is our microphone for Dante. Here is what he has so far. He did a few more rows from last week. This is, yes, inside out. This was inside out. But he did a few more rows from last week, and it's starting to take shape, starting to take that rectangular shape. There are a few tighter stitches. There's some tension stuff going on right here, as you can see. But overall, he's making a lot of progress. So, how do you feel?
I feel good about it.
You feel good about it?
Confident.
Feel confident? Are you excited to continue working on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you wish was different?
No, I wish it was just more rectangular.
He wishes it was just more rectangular. Do you think that the videos have been helpful?
Yeah.
What's been the most helpful part of the videos?
Making single crochets, stitches, and half double crochets, stuff like that, and chain stitch to close off the row.
So I guess the most helpful part of the videos have been them showing you, walking you through how to do all the stitches. Okay. So progress, still not close to finishing just yet. We still have some time left, but he's excited to continue working on it. It looks like the last row that he did was one where he needed to do back loop only stitches. So that's what's going on right here. And you can see some of these stitches are really tight. Some of them are much more loose. But something that every crocheter kind of has to navigate as they're picking up a hook and starting to work with some yarn. Any closing thoughts, comments?
No, so no. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. So thank you if you liked what you saw. If you want to support us and our videos and help Dante learn more about how to edit and crochet, join us along with on our journey, and we will see you next week. Bye, y'all.